User joined your channel.
Hey guys,
Hey.
just got your message. If you guys want to, you can. If you got time,
We're doing one
if you don't
now.
mind.
We're doing No Real Damage versus Grumpy Old Men now, which is going to start any minute once we get all the team in here and stuff. But yeah, if you want to, NRD are happy. The other NRD are happy to have it streamed. So if you want to, we might have to push it back like 10-15 minutes. Will that be a problem?
Oh no, that won't be a problem actually. Yeah, no. Let us know if it's yeah. So yeah, I'll just wait in here. Just let me know, and yeah, I'll get our guys ready. And it don't matter 10-15 mate. That's fine.
Cool.
Right, I'll leave you to it.
User left your channel.
Be right back.
You know, they can just mag dump them.
I've created the room now. It's up to you guys when you're ready. I'm just sending the invites out now.
I'll it's dependent where you want to put your majority of forces to begin with, basically. If you do the center thing, then I'd advise putting an IS-3 in the window here. Yep.
Channel switch. Channel switch. User entered your channel.
Probably my TS playing up, so
The TS is playing up.
don't know. I just DC'd just for a second there, so I don't know.
We should create an in-game channel for this.
So in-game channel would be called CGWOT. What do you think?
Something like that.
I'll make one now.
Your world hasn't got 7 billion people. It's got 367, thanks to your mother-in-law-to-be. Oh, you've got 368. Thanks, Nana. Thankfully, with Yellow Pages, you can compare businesses at a glance, based on what's important to you. And now, there are just 2 people in your world. Yellow Pages, pointing you in the right direction.
Alright, it's up. Password is CGWOT, no caps, no spaces. CGWOT. Just search Cybergamer in the channels and it should be okay.
Cool.
Wrong channel.
Yeah. Blake poked me. I thought he typed it here. Be right back, just going to sandwich.
Yep, fine.
Hey guys,
Hey, hey.
just got your message. If you guys want to, you can. If you got time,
We're doing
if you don't
one.
mind.
We're doing No Real Damage versus Grumpy Old Men now, which is going to
Yep.
start any minute once we get all the team in here and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, if you want to, NRD are happy. The other NRD are happy to have it streamed. So if you want to, we might have to push it back like 10-15 minutes. Will it be a problem?
Oh no, that won't be a problem actually. Yeah, nah. Let us know if it's yeah. So yeah, I'll just wait in here. Just let me know, and yeah, I'll get our guys ready. And it don't matter for 10-15 mate. That's fine.
Cool.
Right, I'll leave you to it.
Like,
Alright, I'll make a thread in the Tanks admin forums and then just about this channel so Uber and Sandman can pop in when they want to.
yep.
Hey Fresh, you got a link to your channel? Because some of the guys want to watch play upstairs. Yep, thanks.
User joined your channel. User left your channel.
Who's picking first, comics?
That would be the defending team or the home team. But the defending team is NRD. They will be picking first, and they'll be picking the map side. So yeah. Are they short one?
Yeah, they are. I said that before.
Right. Right, so they're only allowed 41 points for this game.
Yep, so less one player, you lose a tier point. Must have 5
Yep.
players to play, so...
So at least 5 tier 8s. You lose any more than that, you automatically forfeit.
Artie's probably going to have to change his name on the Cybergame page too, because I'm not sure if he's in as asymmetrically synthetic on the Cybergame page. We'll have to go and change it.
Like a heavy IS-3 lineup from NRD. Just starting my laptop, I realised that I didn't have it going.
looks like we're good to go here. So we've got on NRD's team, we've got 3 IS3s, a 5100 and a T69. Reasonably good lineup. T69 is probably going to be sitting somewhere on the tracks, scouting early, but you would never know at this stage. IS3 is generally used on side scraping on any of the corners in this map. The 5100, of course, there for that quick dumping, that massive 6 clip.
Burst damage. And looks like Grumpies are rolling out with 3 of them. No. High burst damage.
Fairly aggressive lineup from Grumpies.
Yep. I wouldn't say aggressive, but more mobile, but oh well, it depends on how they employ it, I guess. I mean, MX-50 does have the speed advantage over all the other tier 8 heavies, so... Hey. Game will begin once both captains are ready. Let the game start. Seeing some pings on the 5-6 line from Jammer.
Marty tried ramming me, didn't have enough speed up. The Jammer's been spotted already, down at F5 now. As I called, the T69's gone out to the train tracks, so we're looking down, trying to use his good view range all the way down the tracks. IS3s are panned out. We'll take up side scraping positions on Delta 1. Echo 3 and the 5100 will be sitting in between them. Fairly typical lineup for that kind of setup.
Looks like we have Grumpy's positioning over on the 4-5 line from the Golf 4, Golf 5 area. Nice even split with one tank holding at Kilo 1. Ambush tank. Guzzy there, behind the bush.
George starts pushing down, he's now in Echo 5-6 between the two buildings. It's bouncing backwards and forwards, seeing if he can passive wide. That was the T1 sitting out in Charlie 9 in the bush, just holding that belly side.
Like we have IS3 at Golf 4-5 for Grumpy with one of the AMX-50s as he reverse side scrapes out to have a little peek. Like the T1 spotted 2 of NRD's tanks, an MX-50 and an IS-3. So,
pretty much, yeah, the 5100's been lit. Good
Kenneth's
exchange
taking
so
some
far.
damage.
Kenneth did 2 track shots on the T69. T69 returned good damage, so wasn't a good exchange for Necro for Grumpy Old Men there. T1's been spotted.
T69 is probably reloading. Both teams taking it very cautiously. Kenneth is now on the reload.
I would assume Jordan would be fairly close to being reloaded if he forced it. He's currently trying to pop himself back out in that line and get some view there. But
Dennis is just tucked in behind the building, so Gemma's moving off into the field with his little T1. You're up to 9-0. We have Jake and Tom holding the Golf 4 corner, little building complex. We have, this is Bait in his IS-3 holding back at Juliet 4. Good. We have Scuzzy joining up with Kenneth on the rail line.
getting ready for a push on that 69, you think?
No, they're just stacking up. They're trying to get some free damage in, but the problem is that Gemma knocked down the tree right there, so it's blocking the AMX-50's vision on the 69 even if he pokes. So both teams taking it very cautiously. They don't want to lose HP before the big engagement, so Grumpy's definitely got the T1 advantage. There's two T1s over the NRD's T1 player, so yeah.
Actually surprised at NRD at the moment, just letting that T1 sit there in the echo block is what we call it.
Yep. Movement from Grumpy's. We have two tanks moving up the 2 line.
And George Star is pushing forward a bit in his T69. He's not really doing much, he's just backing around. Alright.
Yep, he's just been lit. So we have the 3 AMX-50s trying to get shots on him. But George's still safe behind that building, so yeah. Looks like the 2 IS-3s on the F3 corner. Ooh!
Well, now everyone's lit.
By Scuzzy. Yep. Scuzzy and Jake emptying into George.
George should drop here.
Like he's gonna go down. Yep.
Alright, so NRD are now moving. Probably left their push a little bit late. The 5100 is actually taking the lead charge on the 2 IS-3s and the Foxtrot line. As you move here, T1's taken out.
Let's see if the Grumpies can move their 50s in time to cover their IS-3s.
No real damage, are taking hits here and not returning much damage, so the push has happened though. The IS-3s are out in the Foxtrot line. Damage return from NRD is not high enough. Just taking far too much damage in this exchange at the moment.
Grumpy's AMX-50s are moving up the 5-6 line, attempting a flank. Getting into position to cover the IS-3s as they try to bait NRD in for a crossfire.
Flanking back to the 5, towards the 5. NRD are in big trouble here. They've got tanks all split up all over the place. 5100s have been able to shoot them with impunity at the moment. The tank again returning some fire, but
Emerson Scuzzy just wrecking that IS-3.
Dark, 3 IS-3s down in like 3 seconds, so
yep.
Good try, narrow damage. We waited a little bit long to push those heavies through. Once that 69 had lit up those 50s, they probably should have pushed their heavy force onto those IS-3s and taken them out. That's fine. It's only early in the league.
And one more will finish him up.
Good game from
there we go.
Grumpy Old Man. Well played. Kept it together tight. Didn't lose any tier 8s. Well done. The next map we have is Ruinberg. And if Grumpy Old Men take this map, it'll be 2-0. They'll take the round. And they will actually move up the ladder quite a long way.
Hey, wake up.
We have Ensk, Ruinberg, and Himmelsdorf. Back-to-back city maps. Makes it interesting, I don't know. Interesting, I guess.
Had some complaints in the stream from the music guys, so turn the music off while we commentate these games.
User joined your channel. User left your channel.
We are still here. I had to turn the music off because some people said the music was a little bit disturbing during the battle call. So we're just waiting for Joyd to choose his side on the map, and then the tank picks will happen, and we'll get underway into our second game. They pick their tanks first, don't they? Comics or... I can't remember. I really need to read my rules better.
We have a switch NS4 Assassino.
Mm-hmm.
Like an IS3 and a T1 coming out from NRD. And we have two T1s coming out of these, apparently.
Would expect a fairly similar lineup for this map, much the same as Ensk. City maps, IS3s and 110s generally excel, 5100s with fire support.
Good thing about Ruinberg is that AMX-13 can be employed here to perfection if used correctly. So we have the 3 IS3s from NRD along with the T1.
They're going for a scout in the no real damage team.
Yep. 13.
So what do you expect from Grumpy Old Men this time? Getting that line up. Would you expect a open side push?
With NRD favouring 4 IS3s, it is possible.
NRD are putting in the 1390 out there, so maybe the 1390 will hard scout open side with the IS3s following in behind. It's a strange lineup. The IS3s are suited to the city warfare, but having a scout with no fast movers. Interesting to see how they're going to bring that into play. Now I'm getting a little bit confused. How come Artie's picking 4 tanks?
NRD have picked all their tanks for now, so have
Just got messy. That's fine.
looks like they're still rolling with the MX-50s, so yeah.
Yep. So it looks like all the tank bits are done, yeah? Everyone says you're ready up. So, yeah, like we had. NRD got 4 IS-3s, 1390. Hard to pick what kind of strat they're going to use there. And, this comics is just typed. Grumpy's got 3 5100s, 2 IS-3s, and 2 T1s.
Yep. Oh, I guess we get this started once both captains are ready.
Alright, here we go. Few pings going out in the open field for NRD, so it'll be interesting to see if they all go. They look like they're going to hold up in H8, somewhere around there. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do.
Same for Grumpy's.
There's another
One ping
going.
at.
Let's go.
Alright.
Yep. Good fresh, go.
NRD pinged at the church in Golf 2, so their heavies look to be going to the church.
This vehicle has had it.
And 1390, so they're sending a T1 out to H8 to cover the open field. 1390 is going to hard scout into the open area, I would assume, to the fountain at F1. The IS-3s are going to side scrape around the church area.
I think Grumpy's rushing both their IS-3s into the Echo mid-road. We have 3 5100s going in for the 890 town, with a T1 scouting at Echo 3, another T1 following up the AMX 50s.
So NRD are just on the edge of their T1's radio range here, so they possibly will lose view, except that they can be using voice comms to tell each other where the enemy tanks are. They won't see them on the radar soon, I'm guessing. The T1 of asymmetrically synthetic has been lit up on Echo 3, so not much happening from NRD here. They're just tucking in, waiting for something to happen, I guess.
Like, we've got movement from the AMX 50s on Grumpy's side, slowly creeping up deeper and deeper into the 90 line.
Yep, well, at the moment that is totally open. Mind you, their 1390 and NRD is looking like he might make a pass that way. He's down in K2 at the moment, a long way away, but he's just driving around patrolling the base area. He does look like he might be going to have a look up top, so it'll be interesting to see what plays out here when this engagement happens. NRD are pinging into Echo 6, so maybe they've got a feeling that the 6-line push is happening. Other than that, NRD are being very passive around the church. You've got 2 IS-3s on the south side of the church. I wonder there's a bit of a push happening, not much.
We have Jammer going down the 0 line of the T1 scout. Maybe getting some lights down the road for our AMX 50.
Alright.
Sitting downtown.
IS-3s I'm tipping have been lit now, all 4 of them?
Oh, well, only 3 of them actually.
Only 3, okay.
Yep.
One of them must have been hiding behind a bush or something, because they were all sitting in exactly the same area, so... NRD are now bailing from their position. I don't know what they're doing. There's a bit of confusion here. Some tanks are driving backwards. Being on the spot. 50's been lit. T1 doing what T1s do best, sitting passive in the bush, lighting tanks up, and making them think twice about pushing into an open area. What would you rate a T1 comics as importance in a 742 team?
I would say they win and lose games for a 742 team because of their ability to cap and also to provide vision onto a little reset maybe late game.
Yep.
Oh, does go down to the AMX.
All 50s have been lit. Surprised they wasted the shot in the T1 there.
Yep.
Jomo's just holding in that area last seen. The IS-3s are split again. We have IS-3s in K2, hard cover. And we've got two IS-3s scraping on the H5 corner. 1390 is currently scouting back into town again.
And this is bait at Echo 4-5, just keeping an eye down that Echo Foxtrot mid road, and we have Tom Bro right next to him at Foxtrot 6, just there. Just ready to support the 50s if need be, and have movement from the 50s down the 0 line.
Bait's just been lit by Tanked again.
Bit of reverse side scrape here.
The NRD IS-3s they're looking like they're not sure what to do here at the moment. They're a little bit miffed. I think they're just trying to set up for a pace defense. Not having the vision of two T1s to start with, and then losing that T1 that was out in the field has hurt them a lot here. I'm assuming it's going to let those 5100s slide down the 0 line under the JK and move in through those buildings, sniping across the open area. What teams need to remember in this situation is that vision is the most important thing in this game. They've used their scout reasonably well, but he's not being active enough. They need to know where the enemy team is so they can make informed decisions on what they're going to do with their strat. At the moment they've got no eyes, they don't know where the enemy team is. So they're spreading themselves out thin and trying to get a defense happening as best they can.
Yep.
IS-3
And we have Umber trying to reverse side scrape here. We get a shot off without getting penetrated. Ooh, Spaced Armor does the job. MX-50s are pushing down the K line, trying to get into the Kilo 6 area. See if they can provide support for the IS-3s as they go in. Yeah. We've been spotted.
So that's been spotted.
4-5.
Jake's been lit up. Marty Boy misses his shot, but he's scraped up fairly well here behind a rubble pile. I think those 50s would find it hard to damage him. And there's the answer in that. He is side scraping very well here.
Jake just cracked a shot at him. Yep. Both teams just trying to land some pre-damage before going in.
That's what it seems, doesn't it? It seems that Grumpy Old Men are just trying to get some damage in, and NRD are just hoping to get whatever damage they can on those advancing tanks.
Yep.
NRD actually have their 1390 sliding around into the F line a bit. He's trying to light up. Let's see if that IS-3 of this is bait is still sitting there. What was last seen in F5?
Like George is lit. MX-50s are cracking shots.
George taking some damage. Return fire is quite good here from NRD. This is a good defense. They are being a bit passive though.
Bit passive, but less.
The 1390 is making a push up north, so it'll be interesting to see if he can slide in the base. I think he's going to try putting some cap pressure here on Grumpy Old Men. He hasn't lit anything up yet. He's lit a T1 in cap, so it'll be interesting to see what he does and what Grumpy Old Men do in return.
Casino's getting hit. That IS-3. Not a really good position for the AMX-50s.
No, not. I mean, they're using their own eyes to light up the IS-3s here, and every time they.
Like we have two AMX-50s going back to base. Grumpy's side with...
Tanked has slid back to their base, so what he wanted to achieve has happened, but NRD haven't used the advantage they just pulled by making himself lit up. So in the event of a draw, with 1 minute and the clock to go, I'm tipping this game will be a draw. This game won't be replayed. We just move on to the next map. If that then is a 1-all or another draw, then we'll replay the first map. At the moment, neither team really wants to lose a tier 8, so everyone's just holding very tight and being reservists on their HP pools.
40 seconds left on the clock. We have Scuzzy and Assassino going down the 1-2 from their own base. Maybe catch a tank off guard.
They've got a 1390 in there by himself, so this will be interesting. I'm focused on the 1390 at the moment. He's actually pushing down the F line.
He's been spotted.
Scuzzy. 20 seconds. I don't think they're going to be able to catch him quick enough. IS-3s have turned around by the radar. This is a risky move by Tanked again.
Got two IS-3s trying to hunt down that 1390.
Yeah, it looks like he's got away with it. He's sitting on the high road though. Those 50s, if they light him up, then that's the draw.
Yep. So we have Himmelsdorf next. Another city map.
Both teams electing their city maps. It provides very restrictive play. You don't get to use the speed of your tanks unless you got a 110 on these maps. You're very restricted. Otherwise, you open your flanks up to too much damage.
If NRD does win this next match, we will have a replay of Ruinberg, as the drawn map will be replayed for the sudden death decider. So, but in the event that that map does draw again, sadly both teams will be disqualified. That's the little no passive thing that was implemented into the rules, so that we'd see more action on the sudden death rather than both teams just getting some early damage in and try to whittle their opponents down one by one. So if NRD does win this map, we should see a massive brawl probably right from the start. Won't you agree, Fresh, on Ruinberg?
If we get to the tiebreaker map, yeah, definitely. Both teams are not going to want to get knocked out at this stage. So, well, not that they get knocked out, but in fact, knowing the ladder rules, NRD would probably camp up, forcing Grumpy Old Men. But it'll be interesting to see what happens anyway.
Yep. Probably gonna see the same setup coming from NRD. Think so, Fresh? They do like their IS-3s.
Yeah, I don't think the 1390 will show on Himmels. I mean, they might.
Probably
an
an AMX 50.
Scout, but they might use that 69. Quick reload.
Yep.
And the 69 was out. I call it.
Yep.
And Geordie's getting really excited on his tank picks there.
Yep.
Oh no, that's 169, 150, 100. Okay. Get confused.
Like the 3 IS-3 and the 2 autoloader setup that we saw on Ensk.
Yep. They're going to bring another 5100 or another IS-3. What do you think? I tend to lean another 5100.
Yep. Probably the same as the matches before.
Yeah.
Guessing the 3 AMX setup.
And NRD have got 2 IS-3. Oh, they got 3 IS-3s, so they've just got a T1 to come. I think
Bit more confusion
asymmetrically, so
coming up.
Yeah, I think he's getting confused. They got one tier 1, 3 IS3s, a 5100 and a 69.
Yep.
With final pick. An IS3. So they're running 3 IS3s 250s. They have changed it. Gone a bit heavier. Which could be indicative of a harder push using the armor.
Yep. Or a harder defense.
Or a harder
Works
defense.
both ways.
Yep. The T69 does have problems against IS3s due to the spaced armor and the 69 firing heat, but be interesting to see how they use it. I'm expecting the 69 to go up the hill, but you never know what's going to happen.
Right, when both captains are ready, I guess we'll move on. Have NRD ready? Yep, both teams are ready. Let's go. Some pings on 2-3 line. One ping on the tank alley, so expecting an IS-3 side scraping off the tank alley. And maybe the AMX-50 is hanging back.
I've got a ping on the hill, so to the 69 or the T1's going to go to the hill. He's driving into an IS-3, which just got me blocked. IS-3s can't ram kill bloody MS1s, but they looks it. Anyway. There we go, so NRD looking like they've gone for a... It's looking at this stage like a Delta line defense, but they've got 3 tanks out in the 3 line, T69, 5100 and IS-3. They've got an IS-3 in the middle at Delta 5, another IS-3 at Delta 7. Taking all the windows in the back line, T1's going up the hill.
Interesting position from Grumpy's 3 IS-3s holding that tank alley corner while 2 AMX-50s are climbing the hill with a T1. We have one T1 watching the 1-2 line. Oh, IS-3 just has been spotted. Little side scraping action going on there.
NRD have all 4 of their heavy tanks. Well, the IS-3 on Tank Alley is sitting there holding the Grumpy Old Man push, but the 5100, the 2 other IS-3s and the T69 are all holed up in the Charlie 3 Delta 4 area. Side scraping and just having gun lines. 5100's been lit in the hill, so... T1 got out. And Dark Days taking some damage down the 8 line. NRD haven't capitalised on the fact that there is a tier 8 isolated on the hill. Oh, the move's coming now.
We've got 2 of the 50s just pulling off the hill, and we have a push down the 1-2.
We have a push down the 1-2.
Judging from Scuzzy's shots and the damage that Dark Days has copped, probably a HE shell from the IS-3.
Yep. Well, NRD's other 2 IS-3s are now pushed across to Dark Days. They're sitting in behind him. The T69 and the 5100 pushed down the 1 line a little bit. Jammo lit them up, so now they're turning around and going back.
Yep.
And we're going to have a reasonably passive situation at the moment while NRD try to work out where the enemy team is. Their T1 has actually dropped back to Alpha 5. Don't know what he's planning to light up there, but maybe there's some kind of secret plan that we don't know about.
Grumpies do have control of the hill now, with their T1 just spotting up down that way. NRD AMX-50 is slightly confused that he's being lit from an unknown position.
Yeah, they're both tucking in. So the T1's been lit in the hill now. Not that NID can do anything yet. The IS-3 of Scuzzy has been lit up as well. The Marty boys sitting out. They're really defending this 8 line. The auto loaders are now pushing back down the 3 line. Some big shots hitting some rubble. Very exciting stuff.
Yep.
We got. I'm not going to try saying his name because I will butcher it. I will have a go at it, but Thane Than Lang Du from NRD and his T1 is pushing up the hill, and the auto loaders are following hard. Looks like the auto loaders of NRD are going to try taking the hill back from Grumpy Old Men. See if they can change the swing in this battle.
Yep. T1's trying to get some shots on the IS-3, just
To annoy
for
him.
some dings. T1's going to get a nasty surprise from NRD's T1 if he isn't ready for it.
Yeah, well,
Apparently he's just sitting there.
he's about to pop out around that corner. He's got a T69 5100 right behind him. So, he just popped up, missing some valuable shots there. In the T1 battle, missing any shots can be extremely detrimental.
But
T69.
we do have ammo damage on Asymmetric with the commander dead, so his reload and accuracy will suffer.
And some
Ooh.
missed shots there from NRD's T1, but the 69 and the 5100 have pushed forward. Well, Thane is pushing this T1 around. The tier 8s of NRD are using the opportunity to slip. T69 is going to reveal himself here to take out the T1 so Thane can do some more spotting.
Yep. He does get spotted. Grumpy's are very passive on the 678 though. Some pings going out near the courtyard area.
There's pings going out from NRD as well. They're pinging down to the H9, G7, G6 areas. The auto loaders have pulled back. They're going back towards their base, so I just sent the T1 forward to have a look. And he's
Maybe
gonna
trying to keep the Grumpies guessing.
very defensive from both teams still.
Yep.
Oh, and there's a push now. A push for NRD down the 8 line. They're pushing with everything except for one of their IS-3s. So it'll be interesting to see how it pans out. The 69's peeled off, so the 5100 is going to drive into some IS-3s here.
Yep.
They've actually done this quite well. They've flicked into the courtyard, which is going to draw the guns from Grumpy Old Men, allowing the 5100 to flank. I can't call this because they keep on changing what they're doing.
Yep. It looks like the two 5100s waiting up back are going into the courtyard to respond.
Here we go. Marty boys in trouble. Oh, he got some good damage on Jake. And he's bouncing well. He's really using the angles of this IS-3 effectively here. That's 4 rounds he has now bounced from those 5100s.
Yep.
5
the
rounds. That's
MX-50s are now copping a lot of damage.
Yep. And I
Gonna
do need
hurt
to
while
push
they
on these
reload.
50s. If they want to capitalise here, they need to take out those two 5100s while conserving their own.
Ooh.
That was a unlucky, well not unlucky, it was a devastating kill for Grumpies. It's going to put them on the back foot, having one of their auto loaders down. Focus fire from NAD, you can see they definitely want to kill those auto loaders. They know if they take out those 5100s, it's going to vastly sway the game here.
Yep. But
And
NRD are losing on the HP battle though.
Grumpy Old Men
Slightly.
slipped their T1 on the cap. NRD won't have anything to fight back here, so they've got to hope that they can kill all these tanks and get a tank back to stop the cap in time.
Yep.
And here comes the 5100 in behind. He's going to take out the 5100 Jake.
Yep.
This is looking
Scuzzy's
very
in
much
trouble.
like NRD are going to take this. Scuzzy's in big
Yep.
trouble there. A quick burn.
Couple bounces from the 69. Magical IS-3 side armor, but does not save him, unfortunately.
69's more than providing HP here. He's just protecting his friends. Not much he can do against an IS-3. This game's
Yep, Grump-
suddenly come back the other way.
Yep, Grumpies might actually win from the cap if NRD does not get on cap to out-cap Grumpies, or send the tank back to reset.
Which they have not done. The T69's looking like he's going to do that now. I'm guessing a tank against 5100 is reloaded, but now he's in there with 2 I3s by himself. They're both having to go back to cap. Both tanks now, I'm guessing, are reloading. It's T69 with 44 hit points doesn't have the HP to duke it out with some I3s.
Yep, same with the AMX-50.
Grumpy old man pulled this back from
Oh,
nowhere.
looks like
George Star,
AMX-50 is loaded.
George Star is looking like he's going to make it back to cap, so he might be able to take out this T1, which means that Grumpies have got a decision to make. Do they chase this T69? He's going to have. He's
Does he make the shot?
No.
Nope.
No.
Grumpies do win.
Good game, Grumpies.
Yep. GG.
Very well done. It was a good brawl on the
Yep, that was.
defensive line there. That was pretty good to watch. So that's 2-0 win to Grumpy Old Men.
Yep.
It was starting to look a little bit like it wasn't going to happen, but it did. And Wilson in the captain chat for Zyrogan wants to headbutt his other team, so that's fine. I'm going to drop the training room of a new training room up so we can get the One Blood versus No Real Danger game. It's NRD's main team. Currently that game just then was NRD's second team. So it was a good game. Tune in.
That was a good game.
Probably 5-10 minutes until we get the next game up, so go make yourself a coffee or something and come back soon and watch the next game. Creating the room, Cox.
So the stream is now ended for now, and we'll be back up shortly, right?
Yep, I'm just turning it off right